So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Dak now from the gun. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Yeah!
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Good point, good point. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. 1st and 10, Prescott. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And this one does not go far.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Catch made. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Prescott to sneak it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Mayfield. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Will cobble together a yard there. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dak to the air here. Screen here for Williams. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
3rd down, they need 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on. Prescott to throw once more. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Lamb has another one. He's got it in the red zone. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys take over after returning it inside the red zone. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
If a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
1st down, here's Dak. That's caught by Williams. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get that one to C.D. Lamb. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle in your mind, and now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. A physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Prescott here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal.
Yeah! There we go!
From the gun is Prescott. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers return this one to the 10 before that return is halted. First call here coming from the shotgun.
At their own 10-yard line.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Deron Bland has it.
Yeah, I get it. Trying to add further juice and momentum. Throw that hammer, throw that uppercut early. That hubris was their downfall as it sends them now right back to the sideline.
A 66-yard attempt.
This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bucs to the line. First and 10. They're going to start the half with a gift to Irving. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he cuts it back right. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Dallas first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Running right, it's Williams. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
And that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Yeah, here we go. Right to line. What do you think?
Prescott now on 3rd down. Into the hands of Flanoy, complete. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he is stopped a long ways from that line of gain. They force a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up. Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Catch made left side by Luka. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Irving on the inside give. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Baker now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Looking to throw. Connecting on the slant. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Running for it. Here's Irving. Fights his way through a tackle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers in range for a game-winning score. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Mayfield set to pass. Dumped off to his running back. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal.
Hey, alert, alert, alert! 180. Hey, alert 33. Stop.
Irving here from the gun. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. Law sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal.
Stop.
Quickly into the hands of Evans. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on third and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on fourth down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. You know what I love about that kick? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, first and 10. Back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. During the last half minute of play. Now second and 10. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. They need some extra time to think over third and long. We've got a timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways.
Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
A loss of 3 yards. And it's fourth down.
Desperation time here on fourth. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And they got the field goal when it mattered most. And that kicked the difference in the game.